Collective, Holy Spirit, angel guides, spirit guides, what is the message for those who will stop by to hear it? What is this reading about, Holy Spirit? What do we need to know right now? Okay. Right now. Oh, there it is, one card. And it's reverse. And all of my cards are upright. Uh-oh. Because this is about somebody who lacks confidence and courage. Something could have happened that dented their esteem, that makes them feel like they'll never get back something that was lost. Strength card reverse. You open up with the King of Wands reverse, which is not taking action, kind of monotone, not excited. It's like you've lost the fire or ambition inside of you. Somebody's been sleeping a lot. Just very humdrum this energy is. It's almost like I don't care, or like when you lose energy, the fight in you. Yes, Knight of Cups, your feelings, your emotions. Somebody doesn't even recognize the value of their cup. When the Strength card is reversed and the King or Queen of Wands is reversed, all you want to do is sleep. One more, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, this is that energy. Unable to make a decision to move forward. Someone feels stuck. They feel stuck, very disappointed. The glass is half full, looking down. So it's almost like a state of depression. I feel someone is very depressed. They've lost self-esteem, understanding of the value of their cup. I don't know what it is. You know, sometimes we go through life and we don't get what we want. Usually the King of Wands, when he's reversed, could have involved some ego also, was the first thing I heard. Egotistical, like thought they should have had it, thought they could get it, and they didn't. And that's what dented their confidence. All they want to do is sleep, holding their head. Somebody's like really, really down, not seeing any value in their cup. I feel like their feet are folded, their arms are folded, like very resisted, right? They don't want to hear nothing. I know. It's a terrible energy. The Two of Pentacles is reversed. You don't feel like you have any options. Well, Spirit sent me by to let you know that is so far from the truth. Why are they feeling this way, Spirit? And what are you recommending? I see. Wow. This is about the Six of Swords. And do you have that? No, you have, you don't have the Six of Swords. You have the Four of Swords. So you get out of the bed because you were holding your head. All you wanted to do was sleep. You kind of get up with the Six of Swords, coming back to life from the Four. Ready to leave the past behind and move forward. That's what the Six of Swords does. Kind of wakes you up and it prepares you to move forward, because in the near future you're anticipating what lies ahead. So you came out of the Four of Cups, disgruntled, discontent energy, and you took action with the Six of Swords. Sometimes you don't always have to have a clear destination. You just have to know that you are seeking and yearning something better than your current environment, situation, and take a step to move forward. You don't gotta know where. All paths lead home is what Spirit always says. But you need to know this is about your wish fulfillment, your happiness. You stepping out to fill up your cups, to see what's in all of those 9 cups, and the value, to reestablish that confidence, that courage, to regain contentment, because you're very discontent here. But once you take a step, you opened up with the King of Wands reverse, and we know the King of Wands is all about action, moving forward movement. So when he's reversed, there's stagnation, blockage, something that's preventing you. And it's usually in your mind with the swords. Your thoughts have you laying down, unable to get up, very depressive state. So it's about getting up and taking a step that puts some distance between the current energy and what type of energy you want to feel. That one step is so incremental. It's crucial. It's the Page of Wands. It reactivates everything. Definitely should start praying. Also, the Four of Swords is a card of prayer, meditation. Start praying for Spirit to change your thoughts, to center you on more positive thoughts, to have you think about what each of those 9 cups represents for you. Some type of fulfillment, a wish come true, some type of pleasure, optimism, excitement, a creative idea, tapping into the creativity inside of you. This is about reestablishing your cup. You getting to the 9 of Cups, fulfilled with yourself, happy again. Yes, then look what comes in. The 10 of Cups. Whoa, that's a family. That's a person. This was all about getting you to the point of commitment, of being hopeful again, stepping out on faith when it comes to love. This is all about the Lovers. You reestablishing it inside of you, so then you have what you're trying to attract. Very powerful here. Flipping depression into optimism and elevating that vibration to the level of love. Ready for a new powerful commitment, believing now that you have the strength and the courage. Anything else? To achieve everything that you want. And stepping out. And you know, the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius and Pisces energy. And the moon just had a little dance of romance with Jupiter last night. Or tonight, you may even see it too, depending on where you are in the world. And Cancer is the moon, all about family again. This is what we're talking about here, the 10 of Cups. But this time, preparing yourself for a wish come true. What? Yes. That's the Wheel of Fortune. It's destiny, it's fate, it's what you wish for, hope for. It's aligning with what's destined for you. It's also Sagittarian energy, whereas the King of Wands was reversed, your first card. The wheel starts to move in your favor. You took that step with the 6 of Swords. So wise. Major arcanas greet you, encourage you to continue to listen to your intuition. And look where it leads you, to the Lovers and the Ace of Wands. A new opportunity. See how just changing your thoughts changes the whole situation. Right? As soon as you prayed, help me focus on my cups and what's inside of them, it materializes. You fill up these cups. How do I know? Because then you have the Ten of Cups. There's somebody else that's coming into the picture. Tell me about love, Spirit. Why is the Lovers here? The Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, a new start. Transformation is occurring. You're the butterfly. You're going to meet a new love. Could happen anywhere. You're out and about, though. It happens during a night or a day out. You're going to meet somebody new. That's that 10th cup coming in. Because you've done some work. You had to raise your vibration. I was feeling really low. But now I'm starting to feel better. I am. 11:22. Yes. My head is lifted. It's not hung down. Thank goodness. Look. You have the Lovers, and Spirit said this is true love. It's a deep, enduring love. This connection is going beyond anything that you've ever had, because you've had a lot of superficial loves. This is very different. This is going above and beyond superficial love. Why? Because you've been very patient with yourself, Spirit says. This is about you pulling away from what no longer served you pertaining to love. And even though you took a hit, you were depressed, and it lasted for a while, you decided to hold your head up. Hold your head up and take a step. And that changed all the energy. It started to swirl in a different direction, and that started to, it awakened you. Healing from the past, heartbreak. It took some time, but you went through it gracefully. And you were patient with yourself. Six of Swords. It took you a while. Even in current energy, some of you are still dealing with this. And you know, with tarot, it could even be future energy. This could come up in the future. But somehow you'll remember that you heard this reading. Moody told you about letting go of the ex. That's right. Whatever depleted you, whatever made you feel like there was no value in your cup, you're letting all of that go, and you're rebuilding. You're reinvesting into each of your cups. This is some pretty dynamic stuff. Tell me what else collective needs to hear. You're protected. You're protected too. You're being protected from deceit, because there's a lot of deceit when the King of Wands is reversed. First of all, he is attractive. I don't care if he's upright or reversed, but he's a king, and he may be using his power. He's manipulative, controlling, narcissistic, and they want you to feel like you have low self-esteem. That's the purpose of a narcissist, to make you feel low self-esteem. That's what they're doing here. But once you realize that, you became the butterfly, things began to transform. And your current situation is coming to an end. Absolutely. This cycle is ending. You're making your way into new energy, discovering more about yourself, getting your strength back, your courage, your confidence, and taking action. Not letting the past stop you from taking a step forward. You're making it work. You realize you have the whole tool set. We have the sword, the wand, the cup, the pentacle, everything that we need. We just have to make that align with our thoughts. You have to put in the effort, take the action to excel at fixing problems, any blockages, any issues. Take the reverse action. Move towards contentment. So with the Hermit here, I see you're very reflective, taking the time to think about the past, figure out what you learned, what you like, what you don't like. And that is showing you what you truly love. That's why you got true love here and the Lovers. You're at the 10 of Cups. The past, you were kind of wasting time, like oscillating back and forth, not taking that step. But you realize that was leading to like dead end roads. You felt stagnant. And in 2026, if you are not taking some type of action, you are going to feel compelled to. And that's what you're feeling. It's like, why am I stuck here? If you're a Virgo or Gemini, it could be because of Mercury retrograde. We've had a lot of retrogrades in Mercury this year. We will also. More are to come. But now that you took this step, there's this expansion, experimentation, exploring, forging, moving. I feel the King of Wands is up right now. And you're not settling for less than you truly deserve. It's like the fire is back. Hey, welcome back. I love it. Right. See? All we have to do is think about it. Change those thoughts and maintain higher thoughts. Getting back to where we want to be. Getting what we want. What else, Spirit? You're going to discover a lot about yourself as you move forward because it's a new version of you. You will become well acquainted. New talents also are going to lead to new opportunities. Gifts are coming because you've done work. And when you have done serious work like this, like not letting negative energy keep you, but really pushing forward, pushing through, purposely, intentionally, making sure that your thoughts remain high. Yes, you can do that. Some of you actually take a vacation or you need to. You've been working really hard. You're exhausted, had issues sleeping, the Four of Swords. Relaxing. Look at her holding her head. If you have the opportunity to get away, by all means do it. It changes your perspective immediately. Your environment changes and your thoughts start to change. That could be the butterfly effect. We saw the butterfly where things start to unfold. The vision gets clear. What else? It's taking time to recharge and enjoy some newfound freedom. Somebody's freeing themselves from the past. Okay. Work. Somebody's thinking about work. How they're going to create savings in the future. I know I'm thinking about that. We always need to put something away for a bad day. Here, tell me. You gotta save. That's true. They tell you when you get paid, pay yourself first and leave that money alone. Okay, what else, Spirit? Money. Financial commitments. You did have the Hierophant. Very important right now. Spirit says when you think of investing, think of it from a long-term standpoint, not a short-term. Like I said, when you put that money away, don't touch it unless it's a dire emergency. But also partnerships with this true love coming in. Notice there's 2 rings here. And you did have the Hierophant. You do have true love coming in here. You have the 10 of Cups. So you definitely are thinking of long-term commitments and who you're going to commit to this time around. Having been with an ex, that taught you a lot of lessons though. But you don't want to repeat any of those lessons. So this partnership, you're really focused on it, but I think it aligns. You are able to work together, build together. Something's fulfilling in terms of money, financial commitments with this new partner coming in. And it does lead to marriage, 2 rings. So, and you do have the Hierophant and the Lovers, the true lovers, and the 10 of Cups. I can feel this. I think there's something good here. Foul spirit. Yeah, this is that emotional spending I was talking about. To cap that, also regarding joint finances, I believe you should have joint finances, but you should also have your own and they should have their own. Let your heart take the lead when it comes to money. Let your head take the lead. But for everything else, let your heart take the lead. Also, in terms of whatever the new endeavor, creative idea that you're coming up with, you're listening to both your head and your heart when it comes to business. Because you should really enjoy what you're doing, right? But when it comes to love, your heart should take the lead, boy. This new love, not to the point where you're not thinking about what you're doing or saying or how you feel. But when it comes to love, trust, reestablishing trust, it's almost like you're being told to give them as much rope as they need. Right. That is coming into the relationship open, not questioning. Allow them to be themselves. And you're going to see firsthand that you two are a gift to each other. You're the 10 of Cups. You belong together. This is true love. All right. Leave me a comment. You can put an angel number in the comments. What angel number would it be? 111. Your intuition is very strong right now. Pay attention to it. You're going to receive so many answers to questions. Be patient as this butterfly effect takes hold. It is going to increase the flow, bring action and activity, clarity, movement, self-realization about the value of your cup. And last but not least, unconditional love. Get ready. It's time to implement it. Some long cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. You did have the 9 of Cups. Happiness. Trust in all of this as well as the process. 111 in the comments. I'm praying for you. Until the next moon phase, namaste.